up, dude? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Kurt Steele. Today, we give our final game predictions for Bears Lions Thanksgiving Day for Phil. Y'all know how it goes down every year. But do us a quick favor, like the video and share with other Lions fans like yourself. If you enjoy our content, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 3,000 subscribers, and we are currently at 2512. But now it's time to bring in my co-host for today's show, man. And they're gonna be cooking up something good for you on Thanksgiving. It's my man. He's a chef. He's a boxer. He coaches kids, man. It's the Wolverine. Who?
Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lions fans?
Man, and he can take care of all the yams on the plate and then some. It's the ladies' pet, the bitch regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. Your auntie's favorite Detroit Lions content creator, LL Coach. What's going on, my dude?
What's up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving Eve.
Man, y'all know it's the Yam Master himself. All right, man. All right, before we get to today's show, all right, so we got to address what happened yesterday. You know, it was big news, but it wasn't really big news because I was like, okay, kind of saw the writing on the wall. If you kind of look at it from 10,000 feet, James Houston got released yesterday. I was like, okay. I was like, I think
for real?
Yeah, because I was like, he's had about a half a season. They gave him a half season to kind of get it together. I think I like that. Like I'm looking at what he had in production in his rookie year, right? In that half a season of his rookie year, we had 8 sacks in 7 games or some crazy crap like that. And I'm looking at what they were expecting from him this year, and they were like, "Okay, we want you to play the Sam. He's not athletic enough to play the Sam. Really not good at coverage, you know." And the sack production wasn't there, you know. Especially he got his opportunity when Hutch went down, and it just wasn't production wasn't there. So I'm like, so when the news broke, I was like, okay, you know, because it was just for me like the production. I like James Houston. I like what he can do when he's healthy, but I'm just looking at the numbers. I'm like, yeah, I saw it coming. What you got, LL? Because I mean, that's just what I thought.
I was a little shocked, but he wasn't. He wasn't fitting, and it. I don't know if they didn't want him to fit much or whatever. He didn't want to fit much. It just. Yeah, I wasn't overly surprised, but I was just like, dang. You know, I did like James Mitchell, so that was it.
All right. Houston.
Yeah, Houston. Sorry, not James Mitchell. I don't like James Mitchell.
He cool too, man.
Yeah, the governor is our friend, Coach Jones. All right, what you got on James Houston, man?
I was actually shocked that James Houston got waived on a short week. And the fact that we're going through all these injuries right now, we kind of need to keep all of our pieces intact, even though James Houston didn't have, you know, the year that he's supposed to. He didn't have his rookie year, but like, he was still putting pressure on the quarterback when he got in. He did get a sack, I think a sack and a half or something like that. I'm not looking at the numbers right now, but you know, he was a rotational guy. I mean, yeah, they probably expected more from him, but he's a rotational guy, and some guys are just rotational pieces, and I just don't understand why they taking away on a short week pieces that we could use, especially when we're going through all these injuries right now. I feel like this wasn't a week to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have did that like next week or something. But yeah.
I'm looking at what's on the roster. I expect probably a defensive end to get elevated this week. You know, we got Ali Muhammad on the roster. I just think that I think it was just sometimes when you're tired, you're just tired. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, you got to go, bro. I think that's it. I think it's what it is. I think it was like, we didn't give you all these damn chances, man. And yeah, you got to roll. It was like, you got to go. But let's get to the topics for today's show, man. But we want to talk about that first. We're definitely going to look at the injury reports. We don't know the final game designations yet, just because of the fact that they won't come out till later on today. But we're going to look at that, betting information, and then keys to victory. All right, let's get on over to what the Lions looking at on the injury front, man. Woo. Man, definitely. But before we get into that, man, if it's your first time watching the show, man, this is how our show works. We look at Detroit Lions news headlines and takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up. If we disagree, we say they are balled on. And we give our reasons why we agree or disagree. No hot takes here, just natural debate and our true thoughts and opinions about what's going on with our favorite team, the Detroit Lions. Our game prediction shows we don't do that just because of the fact that we just want to give you the information for the game that you need to know. Some betting tips as far as prop bets, and we tell you who wins and why. So let's get into the injury report for the Detroit Lions. Based on estimated practice walkthroughs, because the Lions did walkthroughs on Monday and Tuesday, it looks like Carlton Davis, Khalif Raymond, and Taylor Decker may be out Thursday. But did get a bit of good news that for Khalif Raymond, that his injury may not be as serious. So it's pretty positive that he may not be out long term. If I would guess any of those guys will be back for Thursday, I think it would be Decker, because Decker actually came back into the game on Sunday. And that's one of those things like, yeah, I'm playing. You see how upset he was the last time he was out, and again in the Houston game, and he was a little, ticked off turd. So I think he'll do everything in his power to play on Thursday. David Montgomery and Amon-Ra St. Brown was limited on Tuesday, but they're expected to play. Terry Arnold and DJ Reader were full participants on Tuesday. Reader was out on Monday with an illness, and Terry Arnold was a full participant on Monday as well with that groin injury. All right, so looking at the injury front for the Detroit Lions before we move on. I think Dan Campbell said it yesterday. He was like, we're gonna play who we got. One thing that came up yesterday was Emmanuel Mosley. Like, we're ready to throw him out there anywhere. So he's gonna go and play. Cause I think that was the warm-up game with the Colts. They said they're gonna throw his ass out there. Hey, you gotta go play. You gotta go play. I think they need to put him out there on against the Colts. They're gonna play him anywhere out there on the defense, man. Inside, outside. You may look at Amik Robinson going back to the outside. He played some out there in LA, and put Emmanuel Mosley in the slot. But if Davis can't go, and I think that's going to be the case, I think they're going to hold Davis out into the Green Bay game. But what do you guys think of on the injury front?
I think we're gonna struggle on that back end. This is what it is. When you got Emmanuel Mosley, and I seen the face of LL man as soon as you said that. When we got Emmanuel Mosley who ain't played in 2 years, and you like, hey, you gotta be a contributor today. That's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna take a little bit of time to kind of get back on gear, get his game right, man. And if we're going against two technicians out there, man, we're going against. I mean, I know, like, y'all like, oh, they the Bears, but man, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen is for real. And man, we got TA, who I think he'll have a good game, man. But it's gonna be rough on that back end.
I would say that I would agree with Keenan Allen being a technician. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I've watched DJ Moore down here in Carolina when he was down here. Is he a good route runner? Yeah. He's fast. He uses his quickness to his advantage. Do I think about he's a technician? Not to the fact, not to the part where I look at him like I think St. Brown. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is a technician the way he runs his route. I don't think DJ Moore runs his route like that.
I mean, I didn't mean DJ Moore as a technician. I meant Keenan Allen as a technician.
Yeah, Keenan.
I just said it together, but yeah.
But if you look at I mean, anything shit could be better than what we had last week with Kendall Mendoza. All right. I mean, and
that's my point. That's my point.
And the thing is that I kind of noticed it, and Dan from Last Out Live yesterday brought it up. He was like, if you look at what Builder was doing, he was reverting to what the Lions played the previous year in 2023. He was playing zone when he should have been playing man. All them passing off routes, and I was like, "Why? What are you doing? That's your man."
He was playing buffoon when he should have not.
Yeah, he was. I think he was just kind of got lost in the man concepts. But what you got on the injury front, LL, on the Lions?
I mean, I didn't know I made a face either, so I'm sorry, y'all. But I
always
mean,
making faces, dog.
You made a face.
it happens,
Brother,
man.
you always make it.
But I mean, with Mosley, I mean, he, it's his time now. I do trust that, they would put him out there, that they wouldn't put him out there if they didn't think that he'll be able to, contribute and play. But they also put Kendall Vilder out there, and he did what he did. So I don't know, but
the talent level from Vilder and Mosley is different, though.
Right, but still, it's the judgment, I guess, is all right, y'all. Whatever. But we'll see. I do have faith that he'll perform.
You look at Vilder's career and you look at Mosley's career prior to the Lions. It's not even.
I get you. I know. Too bad. We don't got a time machine, but I ain't that mad at it. I believe that whoever gets in.
I think one of the things is maybe, like I said, one of the options is moving Robertson outside and moving Mosley inside because even though he's a little undersized, he can play outside. He played outside at the Raiders with Robertson. I mean,
either way,
I mean, whatever it is, it's going to be what it is.
Yeah.
At this
That's
point,
more so my point.
Yeah. All right. So look at what the Bears got going on, because the Bears are pretty healthy, but they got two key contributors on their injury list, man. The Bears are fairly healthy, except for starting safety Elijah Hicks has not practiced all week and most likely will not be and will most likely be out for the game with an ankle injury on Thursday. And then starting left guard Ryan Bates has been limited with a concussion, and on a short week, I don't know if he's gonna clear concussion protocol on a really, really short week. We're talking this is a really short week. So you look at these shows that we're doing. We did a rap show, a recap show, and then went right into Keys to Victory and a prediction show. So this is a really short week. So I'm not sure if either one of those guys can be available for the Bears. Starting safety and a starting left guard is two key contributors on that. But the Bears don't have a good offensive line in the first place. So I think it don't matter who's on their offensive line for them, because they've given up 44 sacks already this season. That's the league high. So, and having a starting safety out, that does not bode well, and for the Bears. So, what you guys got on the injury front for the Bears? I'll go to you first, LL.
Whatever. They rather healthy. It doesn't matter, Dan Campbell said it. Whether you got three, whatever, one butt cheek and three toes, or have he said it. I don't really care. It don't matter. We gotta beat you anyway. Good luck to whatever it is. We gotta, as anybody should know about the next man up, we know. So that don't matter. Whatever. We'll be whoever they put out there.
Yeah, and they're already missing their other starting safeties out. He's on injured reserve. Jawan Brisker is already out. So
really, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. He's on IR. Yeah, he's on IR. Yeah. So, and Sam Darnold carved him up last week for like 300 something yards. And what was the biggest weapon he used? Play action. He ripped them up last week, man. Yeah. So looking at it, and if you got carved up for that many yards and then you miss another piece of your secondary, Johnson took away Jetta. He took him away last week, but the other dudes ate, like Jordan Addison and TJ Hockenson smoked the Bears last week. So you can take away one guy, but what the rest of them guys gonna do? Absolutely squat. All right. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Audience, help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. Man, thank you for supporting the channel, man. We appreciate you right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, and we do this show for y'all, man. We fans just like y'all, so make sure you keep tuning in right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast. And for those who have found us, our Detroit Lions on the Proud family who keep, man, I can't. You guys are back, man. So happy to see you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on in, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Welcome back to the family, baby. All right, let's look at some betting information for the game, because it changed a couple of times. It's fluctuating from most outlets from 10.5 to 10. But what we're gonna do is look at what we at right now. Lions are 10-point home favorites. That's pretty big, man. And the Lions have been making these covers. They've been 10 points. It doesn't matter if it's 10 points, 12 points, 13, whatever. They've been making those points. They've been covering. So 10-point home favorites. The money line is a plus 400 for the Bears and a minus 600 for the Lions. That means if you make a straight up bet for the Lions, or you choose them to cover and you make a bet for $100 for the Bears and for them to win, and they do win. If you bet $100, you win a $400 with a total purse of $500. Man, I don't know who's betting on the Lions these because you got to bet a lot for the Lions to win. That means at minus 600, you have if you bet $100, you're only going to win 100 for a total purse of $700. So having a favorite is not good, but the betting, I think the Lions being so good is driving these sports books crazy, man. I'm gonna delve into that next week because there's a couple of articles out there where sports books are not favoring what the Lions are doing as far as what they're doing being so successful. Over under for the game is 48.5, and it's minus 110 for both the over and the under. So they kind of looking at it like it could go either way. 48.5 is a lot this week for me. I think I'm not sure that the Lions are. I don't think the Lions. I think the Lions cover, but I'm not sure that the score will be over 48.5 this week.
Shit.
Not sure.
Shit.
I'm taking it under this week, but that's just me. All right, let's take some player prop bets. Sam Laporta over under 335.5 receiving yards. Yeah. Hawkinson got over 100 last week. I'm taking it over on that. Jared Goff 1.5 touchdown passes. I'm taking it over on that. I think he will have 3. And Jahmyr Gibbs over under 18.5 receiving yards. I'm gonna take the over on that. And looking at this,
Jahmyr Gibbs. I thought that. I don't know who I thought that was 18. No, something up with that. But that's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Gibbs out of the backfield. Yeah. I think he gets over that as well. He'll get one of those. He'll get a couple of those screens and he'll be able to break it. All right, Coach Jones, I'm gonna go to you first because you like to look at these prop bets, man. All right, so of course, sounds like Coach Jones is taking the over. Which one of those prop bets intrigue you the most? Jared Goff over under 1.5. Jahmyr Gibbs over under 18.5 receiving yards, or Sam Laporta over under 35.5 receiving yards.
I'm that over. I'm going over on that total score because I'm gonna let y'all know my score prediction is gonna blow that. It's gonna blow that out the water.
You ain't finna do one of you ain't finna do one of Tim's back in the day where he'd be like 100 to 10.
No. But it's gonna be something, man. Y'all gonna see. But you know
it's
what?
Gonna be something.
I take all 3 of those prop bets because I do think Jared Goff will get 2 touchdowns in this game. I do think that Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna break a long one and one of them routes off the backfield. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna take one to the house off that, man. I also do think Sam Laporta gonna get loose. This is gonna be Sam Laporta's day to get. This is gonna be this is what we've seen your rookie year from Laporta. So I think it's gonna be necessary because Amon Ra, he probably gonna play, but he's gonna be a little, he's gonna be a little half stepping a little bit, man. So yeah.
You talking with the knee injury?
Yeah. I think he's gonna play, but he's gonna dial it back a little bit and not be, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not be on the field as much as because they got 3 games in 12 days. You know what I'm saying? So
man, I don't know if Byron knows how to do that.
I don't
know if he knows how to do that, man.
He's gonna learn.
Okay. I don't know if he knows how to do that. I don't know if he knows how to turn. I don't know if he knows how to scale it back.
I think for the best of him longevity and the season wise, and not having no lingering thing happen, like he's not a superhuman. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the
day, dude who played the whole year last year, or most of the year with a toe up oblique or something like oblique or something like that.
I understand what you're saying. I get your premise on it. Like they might dial his snap count back.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if he's for that. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just looking at who he is. I'm like, if I'm dressed, I'm playing. You better stop playing with me.
No, I just see it at the end destination for me right now is Super Bowl.
Yeah, I feel
that's what I'm thinking about. It's Super Bowl. So right now, this is the 12th game of the season. Scale it back, bro.
The only thing for me that will worry me with that is the guy who usually plays his role when he's out is also out.
Yep.
Who's played that slot? Khalif Raymond played
Khalif.
that slot one. So
Mm.
Leaf's out. So I get what you're saying, man. All right. So anything would you would bet? Okay, I'm just gonna ask you. You can take the over to under LL because usually don't be doing the big bets.
Over. I'm gonna say it's gonna flirt with the over, man. That's 20. That'll be something like 23, 25, something like that. I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna flirt with the
with the
over.
over. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. So
maybe.
hey, let's look at the next topic. Of course, keys to victory and score prediction, man. All right. So before we get to that, let's look at LL. What you look at? What's your key to victory on offense?
Well, all that stuff we keep hearing about, how the Bears control the middle of the field. They got all these people that can stand in Jared Goff's way, which they have, by the way. So it ain't just theory. I would just run at it. Everything that we hear about, all this great defensive schemes, and they got this and about all our opponents this year so far. And what we do is just run at that. So that's what I expect us to do. They drafted some guys that seem like they're drafting their team and building their team to compete with us specifically, which ain't a bad thing because, it's all division stuff. But, so they drafted some bigger guys in the middle and, signed some good linebackers. But, it's time for them to, show that they worth all that money. They have done decent jobs in the past, but, we're a little bit better this year, I believe. Like our offensive line is, we got Zeitler instead of some other guys this year. So, yeah, use that part of it. And hopefully y'all's friend don't turn it over and ruin Thanksgiving. Maybe that's the game plan. Don't let Jared Goff ruin Thanksgiving. Let hand the ball off to Monty and Gibbs and maybe even Vaki and whoever else. Just keep the ball away from out of turnover chances, I guess, or keep the ball safe. And the ball security is probably the word I should have used, but.
Okay.
But my game plan more so is run that ball, and you said it yourself, Kurt. They fall susceptible to that play action. So 1 + 1 = 6 in this because 6 points.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Looking at me on offense, man. I agree with that. Sonic and Knuckles. But I think I said it yesterday. This is a David Montgomery showcase for me because he gonna be up to play the Bears, and he gonna do everything in his power to punish them cats. And I love their the NFL did a commercial yesterday. Yesterday with Sonic and Knuckles doing a Sonic and Knuckles.
I seen that
thing. That was pretty cool. I posted it in our group chat, and I think that's going to be for us with the key to offense, man. Sonic and Knuckles, and then once you get those linebackers sucked up in the box, you go right over their heads because they have the 20th ranked run defense, so we can run the ball successfully. And once you start running that ball successfully, you can just start dumping the ball right over there in the middle of the field. So, and Edwards and Edmonds, are they great in coverage? Yeah. Are they better? I think they're better.
Edmonds okay. They better zone defenders.
Yeah, but
I'm with you.
I don't trust him against our backs out of the backfield in either or Sam Laporta. So what you got on the offense, Coach Jones?
We just gotta play bully ball. That's it. Play bully ball. Use David Montgomery. He should probably get a bulk of the carries. And just play bully ball, slow the game down. And then when it open up, take them shots. So bully ball, man.
With their starting safeties being out, I want to see Waymo. I want to see Waymo in that play action, man. I want to see Waymo down the field. Man, I want him. Man, I don't care if he got fine enough, man. Give me another beast mode celebration, brother. give me another one.
Did you see what Dan Campbell had to say about it?
Yeah, what did he say? He
didn't really say too much about it. I'm talking about, but I shouldn't
the celebrations. He was like, as long as it don't cost us 15 yards.
No, what he said about the NFL, like how they use his content. He's like, well, they'll use whatever content.
Yeah,
whatever.
Because they find him for that celebration and use the picture.
That's what I'm
in promotions. They use the picture they find him for. What he did, they find him for. They use that picture for promotion. I don't get it. Why you gonna find a dude and use the picture for promotion? All right, defensive side of the ball. All right, so I'll take the lead on this one. For me, I think kind of do the same thing. You kind of do. You can create multiple turnovers, even if it's like, or you can just get after Caleb Williams, man. You can blitz him from various angles, man. That offensive line is not good. And you can mix him up some coverages on this cat, man. But I think you have to get after him. I mean, we'll have to blitz him from different angles, confuse him in the pocket, man. If he don't turn the ball over, he'll take a sack. So there's one thing. If you don't make a bad throw, he'll take a sack. He hasn't been turning the ball over, but he's been getting sacked a lot. So, potato. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose yards or lose the ball. I'll take either one. What you got, Coach Jones?
D-line, man. D-line got to be they got to make up for the back end of the defense. They play hand to hand. The D-line got to bring their lunch pail tomorrow, man, and they got to be a factor in the game. Like, they have to take over the game. Point blank, period. They have to take over the game for the Lions to do what they need to do. So,
yeah, I feel you, man. One player I don't want to see get loose tomorrow. Where's number 4 for the Bears? I don't want to see DeAndre Swift. Jameer Jameer gets replaced. I don't want him seeing getting loose, getting his revenge game in Detroit. What you got, LL, on the defense?
Yeah, same. That's a good point. Stop Swift. But just we're gonna have to play much better than we did last week. Like I said, Anthony Richardson is what he is. Caleb Williams is a little bit different. I don't think I don't think he's much better or much great. I don't think he's going to be the whatever the bees needs, but I think he's a much better quarterback than that guy we played last week. So all of that, hopefully.
He said the bees knees. I ain't heard that one in a minute.
Yeah, I ain't know what to say for it, but
like we said back in the day, I ain't heard that in a clip.
Well, there we go. But what am I trying to say here? Don't let him win the game because he can't. They get open and he can connect on some of them deep balls, and that has been a weakness sometimes for us. Hopefully Kendall Vilder won't be out there because that's who they're going to target and things like that. So, but maybe they probably going to try to target whoever's replacing CD, and that'll probably be well, if it's a Meek, that ain't smart because he's actually pretty good. He's a dog out there. He is literally a pit bull. So I don't know if I would try to challenge him as much, but they probably gonna go after Emmanuel Mosley, and I think he might be able to show it up because Caleb Williams ain't that great, like you said. He do turn it over a lot. I forget the number on there. It's a stat floating around on him just about his giveaways, his team in his giveaways specifically. So don't let him win the game, but let him give us the ball. Yeah,
definitely. If a fumble or something. That they're one of the best teams at taking the ball away because we're tied as far as takeaways, but they give the ball away way more than we do. You look at their turnover numbers, man. Their giveaways, man. They have definitely are up there as far as what they're doing as far as giveaways. So, but they haven't been turning the ball over lately. That's the thing with the new offensive coordinator. They've been taking care of the ball. So, hey. It's time for score predictions for today's show. So, what we're going to do, look at our Turkey Day. You know what I'm saying? I hope somebody has some greens, potatoes, and, all that good stuff, them yams. I've already started cooking. I'm about halfway done. Me and the wife about halfway done cooking our dinner already. Yeah, man. I'm trying to be watching the game. I ain't trying to be in the kitchen on Thursday. I'm trying to be in front of the TV.
You trying to eat as soon as it's Thanksgiving at 12:01 midnight.
Yeah, man. So let's look at our score predictions for tomorrow, man. LL, you up first, man. You, Sarah, taking the over. What you got, man? What's your
I said it's flirting with the over. I don't know, man. I want to say something like 27-23, and that'll be 50 on the dot. Right? That'll break the over. So I think I'm gonna go with something like that. 27-23. I'm sticking with it.
Okay, 27-23. Lions do not cover, but they win. Gotcha. All right, what you got, Coach Jones?
No, that's fine. 38-34.
38-34. So
38-34. Detroit Lions.
That's a high scoring game, brother.
Yes, it is. I know.
So the Lions don't cover. You picking the Lions to win, but not cover either.
Yep.
I forgot the line was it the line is 10? I thought at one point it was like 7.5 or something, right?
Nah,
I kind of want to pick them to cover too.
No, it started 10. It started at 10 and a half. It hasn't dipped since. They haven't dipped under 10.
Mm-hmm.
It
Maybe
started
that's
at 10
last
and a
week or
half.
something.
Yeah, that was last week. It was
Yeah,
because
I
we
don't
were
know.
on the road, and that's the only reason we were on. That's the only reason we were only 7 point on favorites last week because we were in their house. Me,
All right, I'm gonna give an
okay,
honorable mention. 30 to
okay,
13.
30 to 13.
Honorable mention.
Anyways, all right, I'm taking the under, but I'm picking it. I'm picking the Lions to cover. So my score prediction is 28-17 Detroit. So that's my score prediction. So the
That's a good
line
one. That's a good
so
number.
it's like right under like 43 points. So I mean 45 points, but I picked the Lions to win and cover at 28-17. The Lions against the spread this year are just ridiculous. Like they're covering like I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter what the point spread is. So I mean, like they've been covering, so but they're really good against the spread. So, but hey, like the video, share the video, comment on the video if you haven't done so already. Please follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Coach Jones does a great job over there at Wolf Alliance Sports Talk YouTube channel. Great job, man. Dude, go check out his reels, man, his shorts, man. What's the latest one? Tell people to stop crying about the about the commit. The young fella coming over to Michigan, decommitted from LSU. Of course, I post content on all of my social media platforms from this channel, and then LL, man. I know it's gonna be Thanksgiving, so make sure you check out the yams on his Instagram channel, man. Definitely, because it's always some yammies, but it's extra yammies during the holiday season, man. Yeah, man. But hey, man, time for party shots for today's show, man. We gotta get out of here. All right, Coach Jones, what you got for Thanksgiving and everybody for the family on Thanksgiving? What you got,
Yeah,
man?
man. Everybody enjoy your family. Have good food. Football all day long. Even people who don't watch football usually watch football on Thanksgiving, man. And Lions get that dub and get that workman's-like victory.
Yeah,
Happy
definitely.
Thanksgiving.
All right, LL, what you got there, Yam Master?
Happy Thanksgiving, number one. Number two, I just want to give a bit, and hopefully, I'm sorry if I run over it, but it's long story short. Long story less long. Shout out to my homies, Pops, Master Pete, as we call him. My dog, Pete, man. Today is his last day working forever. The other day I was just asking what y'all doing on Wednesday. Let's meet up and get in the woods or get in the nature. Smoke. Give that green. And he was like, oh, it's my last day. I'm like, all right, last day for the year. I mean, for the season. He was like, no, forever. I said, man, that is beautiful, man. That's because Pete worked hard, man. I've been friends, with John is my friend. That's his pops, but and Twan, those are brothers. But I've been friends for the family for about 20 some odd years. But just Pete is a hard worker, man. That's what whenever you see me on Instagram fishing on the boat, usually I'm on Pete's boat. You know what I'm saying? That's that was our thing. We just hanging out fishing. But just the thing of it's excellent, man. I love to see stuff like that with Kurt, with my uncle, anybody, just anybody that I grew up with or know that retired, man. I just know it's so much more for you out there. I'm so glad and happy for him. My uncle, all I know my uncle for pretty much my whole life was fishing. And he told me, he was a commercial fisher before he moved up here. They from Louisiana when they moved up here. He worked in the plant and he didn't really fish how he wanted to fish until he retired. And all I know him for is fishing. So that's just dope. Like to see like he had a whole nother life after that. So, there you go, man. Shout out to my dog Pete. Happy Thanksgiving and eat all that good food, man.
All right, man. Coach Jones had to go, man. He's cooking today, so he had to bounce to work, but he sends his regards to Thanksgiving for everyone, man. Thank you for joining us right here in the Boss of Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. For me, happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate. If you don't, man, you know what I'm saying? Happy Thanksgiving to you anyway. Hey, check this out, man. If you know someone who is by themselves, man, just reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? You never know when that small gesture can go a long way. Depression hits during this time of year. If you know a former soldier or a soldier or a service member, someone in the armed forces, man, who is by themselves, man, invite them over, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, man. Or reach out, or my thoughts and prayers are to those who are deployed. I've spent many of holiday away from my loved ones, man, and it's not fun. But it is what it is. So salute to everyone's out there defending the nation during this time, or not with their loved ones, man. But and shout out to them, man. But enjoy your day, eat some turkey, man. And the Lions gonna break that 7-game win. We've been breaking these streaks all year, so we're gonna break that 7-game losing streak on Turkey Day this year. I'm calling it right now. But enjoy your day, man. We appreciate you right here in the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news rumors. If you got to work today, man, hey, spread that joy at the office, man. But if you can't spread that joy, don't steal no one else's. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For Coach Jones, who had to go, and my man LL Coutons, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.